Hello everyone, this is Cracklin. If you weren't aware, I started making these videos because I was concerned about Lee from the channel Really Haunted. The very first video I made was in order to explain why I sent the things I sent to Lee because people were asking. In that first video, I showed you the things that I sent to Lee. I sent him a crucifix with a Benedictine medal attached to it. I sent him a Benedictine medal that used to be my keychain, but I wanted to give it to Lee because I figured he needed a lot more than I do. I gave him a book on deliverance prayers written by a priest that can be used by laity. And I sent him a book by who used to be Rome's chief exorcist before he passed away, Father Gabriel Amorth. And since I gave those items to Lee, he's still having trouble with the entities in his home. I sent these things to Lee because I wanted him to be protected. Because I genuinely want to help Lee. Because I see the pained expressions on his face, and I hate that he has to go through that. It sucks. And I honestly wish I could just show up to England and do deliverance prayers and everything I can to invite God into that presence to chase out whatever evil is there. So I gave him the Benedictine medal and the crucifix with the Benedictine medal in it, because that's like carrying around a prayer of exorcism with you. It may not completely stop the demonic entities from attacking you, but it will make it very painful for them to be in the presence of those medals. Thankfully, I've seen a few videos where Lee has actually used them, which makes me feel really good. But it gives me hope that Lee can make some leeway in this fight against the evil entity in his home. Since I gave Lee those original few items, I thought that he could use a bit more. And that's because when he had the crucifix with him, he was just kind of bringing it around wherever he was. And ideally you want to have those up on a wall in a fixed area, maybe over a doorway or someplace over where you sleep, so that the entity will less likely mess with you or enter into your home. That's the idea anyway. So seeing that Lee had to carry the crucifix around with him wherever he goes, I thought, why don't I give him some more? But I bought several new medals, and just over this last weekend, a priest friend of mine who I was actually in seminary with came by and blessed them all with a Benedictine blessing. And so they all have that Benedictine exorcism blessing on them. And I am going to send them to Lee in the hopes that maybe he can set them up in his home, maybe put them in different rooms. I'm also going to give Lee 2 books. So I bought this book, An Exorcist Tells His Story, and a lot of that was because I was going through those issues with sleep paralysis and other similar issues. And so I wanted to figure out for myself what to do, what not to do, what to avoid. And this book came with everything. And a lot of really interesting stories about people who were possessed as well. And then he wrote another book called More Stories, which obviously in the title, it's More Stories. But it does also give a lot of helpful information. They're full with facts about what to avoid, what to do, how the devil works. And they're extremely informative, and I really, really, really hope they help. I really hope they help. Alright, that's all I had to say. Thanks everyone, and God bless.